Hi, do you know that YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world? Of course, Google's number one. But still, at the top of every Google search is a list of available videos about your search topic. Why is this? It's because search engine providers realize that video format is the optimal learning platform for people. People use videos to learn information every day when they're sitting in their living rooms. And there's also an enormous trend happening in the workplace too. Let's compare the various methods of training. Starting with this first column, which is no training at all. I think we can all agree that this is the worst of the options because people, they're still going to learn, but they're going to use a trial and error approach to learn. Now, let me emphasize the word error. Errors are expensive in the workplace, so I'm just going to take this option completely off the table. Next, let's look at this standard in-house lecture style training. Besides the high price tag, in-house training, either through a consultant or an in-house trainer, it's only moderately effective and moderately flexible. In-house training is difficult to coordinate, and because of this, training is provided in big chunks, usually in full day or full week sessions. After a short period of time, the student's mind starts to drift off and distractions arise. Instructors try to counter this attention span issue by intermixing some classroom exercises, but this approach, it doesn't hold the student's attention all day long. Furthermore, in-house classroom training is not very flexible. Typically, the schedule and the pace of the training is set by the instructor, not by each individual student. Well, what about this next column, books and literature? Well, I love reading books, both fiction and nonfiction, but that's because the books, they have a storyline and they keep my interest. But the workplace information, that's often very dry and difficult to absorb. ISO auditors thrive on this problem because workplace documents such as policies, procedures, and work instructions are often difficult to read and absorb, so often the information is not put into practice. Additionally, reading is time-consuming. Reading a book takes many more hours than watching a movie. And this brings us to the last column, video learning. Video training, it brings the most value to an organization, and here's why. First, it's effective. Video-based training can be administered in small, digestible pieces, such as 20-minute video segments, similar to TED Talks. You see, 20 minutes is a time frame well within the average adult's attention span. There's no doubt that video-based training wins on effectiveness because the format is easy for people to digest and the videos are visually appealing. The sessions can be short and they can be paused and rewatched a second and third time. Regarding affordability, video-based training, it's on the playing field with literature. Video training is much more affordable than in-house classroom training because of the high cost of the instructor. Plus, video-based training, it lasts forever. Classroom training, it ends when the instructor is done and all of his words fly right out the window, never to be heard again. So the same course, it needs to be offered again and again. And if the instructor leaves the company, all bets are off. But with video training, everybody hears the same source material year after year. Video training is more cost effective because production costs and the cost of creating the video, it's a one-time expense. Flexibility-wise, video training wins again. You see, video training, it works around the individual schedule, their workplace interruptions, and their own attention spans. Each student can view the training whenever it works best for them. They can pause the video when they get a phone call, and they can rewatch the critical parts a second time. You can't do this with classroom lecture style training. Now, I'm not going to ignore skill development and collaboration. Most people think that classroom training wins in both of these areas, but that's not true. You see, everything is equal in all these training options. Regarding skill development, you see, that only comes with practice. Training, it's only designed to transfer the knowledge from the instructor to the student. It takes hands-on experience and practice to actually develop the skills. And these exercises, they can be scheduled in after the knowledge transfer happens using any one of these training formats. And the same goes for collaboration. Collaboration sessions via roundtable discussions, they can be scheduled after the knowledge transfer happens using any one of these training formats. Collaboration, it's not exclusive to classroom training. It just needs to be provided a structure to exist regardless of the training format. Video-based training is already a stronghold in our homes, and there's a strong trend happening in the workplace too. Video-based training in the workplace, it's going to be the norm in the future. If you're in manufacturing leadership, consider Tools for the Trenches video-based training system, which is designed specifically for manufacturing supervisors. In addition to the great benefits I mentioned today, Tools for the Trenches also provides an article and session notes with each topic. Please check us out at www.toolsfortea.com. The effectiveness, flexibility, and affordability, it just can't be beat.